Hello, my name is Uni, and welcome back to my Survivor World series. And today we are standing in the nice meadow of trees outside our hexagon city here. And I gotta say, it's been a while since we've even been on this world. It's been so long since we've even touched a single block in this space here. But I gotta tell you, I have a new obsession right now, and that is AR glasses. I have been just absolutely obsessed with them in the past few days. There is a brand out there that creates consumer level glasses. It's way better than the Apple headset that just came out, in my opinion, but it's not an entire headset. It's literally just a pair of glasses. And I would love to just pop those bad boys on my head and then just start watching stuff on my bed, you know, playing games casually, going around. I could even set it up in my desktop area, close my laptop up, and just have an entire screen right in front of me projected onto the wall. It'd be so easy. But anyways, that's my little side tangent there for you today. But right now, we got to start up on the big project over here in the front of the Hexagon City, and that would be our market district. Now, if you've never seen my series before, we've built this huge hexagon, and I'm going to go ahead and show you an aerial view of it right now. But this is what it looks like, and it was built probably a year ago at this point, and we have 4 different portions, 2 of which we've already started. You got the rich district on the right there, and then on the left you have the academic district. But where I'm standing right now is the market district. Behind me is going to be the much more less fortunate district where all the slums are, basically, you know. But what we got to start doing is we got to start making an outline. So I've gotten myself some dirt, and I've already designed this. I just want to go ahead and start laying down a nice outline for us to get started on, because this is going to be a huge project here in order to get going. And I don't know about you, but this kind of stuff, this one might take a long time. So I'm literally recording weeks in advance before I even edit this video. This is going to be a big one, but I have decided to do a lot of designs for buildings and things, and even layouts of the streets and whatnot. And I've already got probably 70% of it done. We will be very close to finished with it, or on episode... Oh God, what episode are we on? I don't even know anymore. It's been so long. I think I've had this world for 2+ years now. But you know what? Let's go ahead and start getting into the time lapse here, because I'm sure you want to see what this will look like. All right, so I got a question for you. If your friend was on a cliff and jumped, would you jump after them? My answer has always been yes, but only if there's a body of water underneath. I don't know why. I tend to always just describe that question with that sort of caveat in there. But of course, obviously, if there wasn't any water below, I would not do it. But there is water here, so let's do a little spin and get down to our brand new buildings for the market district. We have 7 brand new things going on, and I did a little bit of experimenting with color theory here. I tried to get some complementary colors, especially with this one. Oh, we already have some people shopping around here. So this guy right here, I wanted to go with the complementary colors, and then these over here, I had an idea to make them completely copies of themselves, but I wanted to mess around with the different tones of contrast here. And this one has a lot more, but I want to change the wood type up there on the roof in order to kind of match the bricks from the nether there. And the copper here, I wanted to match, of course, all this and make the trim look nice. But as I go around here, you can see we've got a pretty much an orange and red building. Not much thought into that one. This one looks very bland, but that's only for now. We are going to be adding a bunch of plants in there. And I did a lot of wall work here. My brother tends to play Minecraft and build exclusively with walls. So I kind of got inspired by him to try to put more walls into my builds and whatnot. But I've just been walking around trying to put all this polished granite down here, and I've got a little bit left to go. I think I spaced it out perfectly. I did have an issue, however, with these two buildings right here. They were outlined a little incorrectly, so if you notice between these two, they're only like a block away from it. And then if you go to these two buildings, you can see the duplex here, and this gray mud building thing is much further away in terms of its foundation from the actual middle of the path here. And you can see that sort of make like a more of a bottleneck at the end here. But I didn't feel like making this again and making this all over again. So I just left them where they were, because sometimes mistakes, maybe they were meant to happen. Who knows? But I'm just going to finish up on this polished granite over here. And then we're going to go ahead and do a little more work on the details of the entire place. Ooh, I almost forgot. I wanted to show you all something down below here in my old furnace room. And that is that I had updated it a lot to make it look a lot nicer. And I did a few lighting tricks and things. And I think I have some of my, let's see, I have some bricks in there because I'm trying to make decorated pots. But look at that. Yeah, okay, here we go. I can pick these up, get all my bricks for everything. But I designed this with a nice green roof and these little lantern things. I think I did these in my airport as well, but it's a lot more dark in here. And I have an open area to the inside of the hexagon. You can see this place is pretty messy. I've got farms in here as well for things that I need. So this entire area kind of acts as like a mega farm for me. Eventually, I barely have anything going on. One of the cool things about this, besides all the furnaces, of course, is the plants that I have displayed here, especially this right here. I literally just have some torches up here, making this nice little light shining down onto here. And it's just, I don't know, something about this really makes me happy. And I love this design more, so I want to do more of it. And I'm going to be trying to do that inside those buildings that we have. But unfortunately, those interiors are going to have to wait for another day, because I just want to focus on the exterior designs and get things done. So let's go ahead and do sort of a mini montage of all the designing we have to do. All right, I can't forget about the lighting around this area. That's one of the more important things that I gotta keep track of. And of course, I'm going with my classic shroom lights here. And we just gotta put a couple up against the side of this office building in order to give it more of a nice little alleyway look to it, so that you walk through and you have some sort of illumination. I did originally have these out one block over, but unfortunately this building right here is far too close for that to be feasible anymore. But look at what we've got all the way across here. So much good stuff going on. Lots of detail with all the little electrical wires going to every single building. I love my little banners, which we're going to improve in just a second here. But we've also got all these fire escapes. I've got all sorts of little alcoves of bushes and plants and flowers. Lots of these custom pots here with all the different sherds added in to make it a little more interesting. And I'm cultivating a bunch of these pitcher plants here for this building right here because I want to place them right there and right over here to add a little more flavor to it. All right, so when you hear my voice and when you hear the things I talk about, how old do you think I am? I'm just a little curious because at this point, I feel like I'm probably hitting my midlife crisis pretty dang early with this one right here. I've got to go around this little track and have some movement between the buildings. And I just wanted to have something cool going on so you could just, as you walk through here, you got this nice little sort of train aesthetic going on with the minecart going across and around over and over again. And I might even add a mob in there just to make it even more interesting. Leave it down in the comments what you want to see me put in the cart, and maybe I'll actually do something with it and put a little guy in there. But for now, let's go ahead and start working on the banners across our alleyway here because I want these to be a little more spruced up. No pun intended on the spruce banner there. But we gotta do something else, and I came up with an idea to make this a little more interesting. So let me go grab a bunch of wool and make some banners real quick. All right, so check out this thing I just came up with last week while I was tinkering around with the decorations in my test world. I came up with this idea of where, and I'm not sure if this is original, but it's something that popped into my head. And if you just place a banner like that, let me go ahead and find, oh my goodness, they're so hard to see. Okay, so you place banners along here. I think we only have every other, of course. Oh, but that is the idea. And from far away, it looks like it's just a regular old banner pattern or a regular old line of banners that are halfway down and then fully down, hanging out. And I might even do the half banner pattern there. I need to go get more colors, of course. So I'm just going to do that really fast. So let's get a nice little transition going where I take a little peek around this corner here. And voila, we have ourselves a lot of color now. And there is no rhyme and reason to any of these. I did not use color theory as I did over here. I just straight up just threw as many colors as possible up into this and made a lot of colorful noise going on. And as you walk down the main street here, it feels so alive now. Of course, behind it, you'll still see the stems from the actual banners there, but you can just ignore those because I did try to put the banners on the face of these. And here, let me go ahead and demonstrate for you. If I tried to put it like that, it has a bit of an indent and it goes outwards from that. So I said, no, we are going to use invisible glass panes right here so you can barely tell. Sometimes you'll see even the slightest bit of pixel there. You can tell, there they are, this light blue little just speckles of sparkle from them. But overall, we have success here, and I think we're pretty much done with all this area. Even my little pitcher plants are ready to be planted. Oh, this day can't get any better. A complete project and a complete mind on all that we have done. And ooh, I almost forgot to mention, if you look up there, you can see I've added in some posters that you can kind of peek around and see from other areas. You can barely see it from here. I might even move it around just so I can get more of a better view. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to move that guy right there. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, now I've moved it a little more forward and 90 degrees, and you can see that so much better. I want to make a little kind of fighting dojo inside this building potentially, because that is what this thing is advertising. I also went over here and got the other sign rotated. It's a lot easier to see the advertisements now here, thank God. But this place, I think, looks so much better in the nighttime. I want to do more lighting work when I start on the interiors. Every single one of these buildings is just completely empty, but I do have designs still in progress for all the interiors here. But I think the outside is pretty much done, and I am loving the results. Oh, and one last thing before I go. I put this little campfire over in the corner here, specifically aligned with this corner of the chimney, because if you go down below and you're walking through here, you're most likely going to see it from an angle. And I wanted it to feel like, yeah, just like that. Oh my God, perfectly aligned. It looks like it's coming straight out of the chimney. I mean, obviously, if you were to stand over here, You wouldn't see the chimney, but you would still see the smoke. So it really matters what angle you're standing at. So thankfully, that worked out, and I don't have to move that at all. But you know what? I think today we are finally done. Let's go ahead and land off on a rooftop here and say goodbye to today, because my name is Uni. I am jogging it out. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. Make sure to leave it a like and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And I will see you guys next time.